Some women don't chase, and yet they're never forgotten. They move like twilight, neither day nor night, but a threshold where souls remember what minds deny. She is the woman who understands. To be felt is to be feared. To be known is to be surrendered. And in her stillness, empires of longing crumble.
She is Persephone of the modern labyrinth, rooted in her underworld, her animus, not a sword to wield, but a compass pointing inward. And the man, he circles her like a moth around a flame he mistakes for warmth, unconscious, hungry, projecting onto her the salvation his soul has abandoned. His pursuit is not love, it is excavation. He digs in her soil for gold he buried within himself long ago.
His ego wears the mask of desire, but his shadow licks the wounds of unworthiness. This is where the silent war begins, when his avoidance becomes her echo, when his silence becomes her question. Am I not enough? Too much? The problem or the cure? Here, the anima screams. But listen, this is not your cry. It is his orphaned pain masquerading as your worth. His withdrawal is not a verdict, it is a confession of the parts he exiled, vulnerability, surrender, the need to be held. You are not his mirror. You are the ocean reflecting a storm he refuses to sail. Feel it now, that hook in your ribs when he vanishes, that ancient tremor whispering, fix this. That is not love. It is the ghost of abandoned selfhood. Your trauma body is waking. Your heart is pounding. Breathe into the hollow. This is where your power hibernates. First turning point, the day she names the projection. This is not mine. His fear of commitment, the feral child in him, starving for control. His criticism, the self-loathing he feeds on her reflection. She lets the weight drop. His shadow is not hers to carry. Second turning point, the hour she reclaims the animus, that inner masculine force she lent him, the strength to fight for him, decode him, save him. She takes it back, plants it in her spine. I will fight for myself. Third turning point, whispered. The moment she chooses silence, not as punishment, as a sanctuary. She stops weaving stories to excuse his absence, stops offering her body as an apology. In that void, that terrifying stillness, her soul exhales. This is the alchemy, when detachment becomes devotion to herself, when she stops tending the garden of his potential and becomes the wilderness. Jung's individuation is not a destination. It is the daily sacrament of choosing wholeness over fragments, of saying, I will not abandon myself to be loved. Second person shift, fierce, intimate. Let him orbit your absence. Let his ego starve for closure it doesn't deserve. Your silence is not emptiness. It is a cathedral. Your worth isn't earned in his gaze. It is unearthed in the dark soil where you buried your name. Dig. She walks away not from love, but from the illusion of it. From the theater of earning what was never hers to begging for it. In her detachment, she gifts him the very thing he craved. A reflection of his unclaimed depth. Whether he face it, that is his journey. Her peace is non-negotiable.